What's up, everybody? It's Mr.13, and I'm back with Made for Kings TV. Today, I'm going to do the weekly wrap-up because it's Friday. Not just any Friday, but it's Friday the 13th. So, you be safe out there and you go enjoy your weekend. But, like I said, I'm doing the weekly wrap-up, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that happened this week. It's been an interesting week. Shout out to all my parents out there who work a 9 to 5 or who's an entrepreneur and run their own business. As you know, it's back to school week. It's been pretty busy, shopping for school supplies, taking the kids back and forth and getting back into the routine. So shout out to all my parents out there. This one's for you. You know what? Back to school week. For those who run the businesses and they run them out of their houses or out of their personal shops, and you no longer have the kids running around, you got a little bit of space to breathe, a little bit of time to really focus on your own projects and work. Shout outs to you, you know what I mean? But, like I said, it's been an interesting week so far. Besides back to school, we had our first presidential debate between Trump and Kamala, and it was filled with interesting moments, to say the least. According to Trump, we got Haitian people who came illegally, eating the cats, eating the dogs. And then you got Kamala, who thinks, hey, the economy is doing just fine. We did a bang-up job these last 4 years, right? It seems to me that both presidential candidates are out of touch with reality. And that's just my personal opinion. And I won't be telling you who I'm voting for, but if you know me personally, then you know, because I'm not going to sway anything on here. And the way these elections have been working out, it pretty seems like people are very, very to their sides. You know, there's really no convincing who you're going to vote for. People already know. And we're only a month out, so we're going to find out the results to that in a month. Shout out to Shannon Sharp, who was caught with his pants down this week, literally huffing and puffing on a live that he claims was accidental. But if you ask some of the personalities out there like Cameron, they think that he did it on purpose to shut down the rumors of him being gay. And I mean, for me, it's 2024. Who really cares if the man is gay and isn't gay, right? Let people do what they got to do. Let them live them lives. I'm going to live my life. But yeah, Shannon Sharp, shout outs to you for, making a sex tape. I mean, that is the way that most people go when thinking about publicity. The old infamous sex tape. I need some more followers and I need some more people to check me out. So you let me know if you want me to drop a sex tape. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to be disrespectful, but that was just a joke. Now, the biggest story of the week, at least for me, that I seen everyone really talking about was the NFL Super Bowl snub of Lil Wayne. This week, Nicki Minaj, Birdman, they took to Instagram and Twitter to express their distaste for Jay-Z and Rock Nation and his decision to go with Kendrick Lamar to perform at the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show. And other fans, they expressed their disappointment, and they want to know why not Lil Wayne? Why not Lil Wayne? Well, we finally got an answer from Lil Wayne. He finally posted to his Instagram page, and he didn't tell us much. What he did tell us was that he was heartbroken and that he was hurt and that he really wanted to have the opportunity to perform at the halftime show, but he was passed up. He did not mention Jay-Z. He did not mention the NFL. And he did not mention Rock Nation. All he said was that he was sorry that he let down his fans and he gave an apology. And I think that's pretty big of him. So shout outs to Lil Wayne. I'm a fan of Lil Wayne. I think his music is fantastic. Do I think the NFL made a mistake by not choosing him to perform? I don't know. I like I said in my last video, because this is kind of a recap of the last video I posted. Kendrick Lamar had a huge year. Him and Drake battled, and arguably Drake is the #1 artist worldwide, not just in the hip-hop culture, but in pop music. And hands down, he lost. He got destroyed. He got dismantled by Kendrick Lamar. And just to throw salt on the wound, Kendrick Lamar released another track this week, which could arguably be considered a new diss track to Drake. But from what I heard and what I was listening to, it seems like it's a shot at anyone who has something to say about his NFL show performance. I think it's bigger than Drake at this point. I think he's kind of just focusing on a bigger picture. But congratulations to Kendrick Lamar, who will be performing at the Super Bowl 2025 show. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that topic. I mean, I guess we'll keep on watching it. And if anything new comes from it, we'll let you know in the upcoming weeks. I want to say congratulations to Cardi B and Offset. Cardi B gave birth to a healthy baby girl, according to news reports. You know, they're rumored to be going through a divorce. Who knows? Like I said, that's them people's business. That is their business. And, you know, you can't get between a couple. Obviously, they're still having children together, regardless of whatever divorce rumors are happening. So, you know, congratulations to Cardi B and Offset. This week were the VMAs. Everybody was talking about the VMAs. But you know who won't be talking about the VMAs? This guy, because I did not watch them. I don't watch the VMAs. I think that's for a younger set, a younger age range, a younger demographic. So I don't watch that anymore, so I don't know what happened. So if you really want to know what happened at the VMAs, I guess you got to go log into one of those other sites for that. But what I have been paying attention to, the inflation report, right? Because I'm a grown-ass man, and I want to know what's happening with the economy. So according to the news, inflation is down to 2.5%, and unemployment is up. And they're claiming that the Fed is finally going to cut rates. And what does that mean for people like you and I? Better rates on our loans for cars and for homes. So if you've been waiting to purchase your first house or purchase your first car, in the upcoming months, you will have an opportunity to do that and enjoy those benefits of the Federal Reserve's rate cuts. So I'm going to keep my eye on that as well, because those are things that are important to me, not really the VMAs. But shouts to Eminem. I do know that Eminem opened up at the VMAs. And, you know, Eminem is the man. He's still doing his thing after all these years. So shouts to Eminem for that. You know what I mean? Now, as far as sports goes, tomorrow is the fight. Tomorrow, we will have Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga. So, I don't know who you're rooting for and who you're cheering for, but Berlanga is the clear underdog in this battle, in this bout, in this war. He has not been getting any love from the boxing fans, and everyone's claiming that he's going to be knocked out in the 5th round, the 7th round. They say he's not going to last. And, you know, the reason I know that is because if you check out our news section of the Made for Kings TV site, you will see that I have been following this fight for quite some time, and I've been posting about it, and the feedback has been the same time after time. No one is giving Berlanga a shot. They're saying that he's going to lose, that he's going down, that he won't even last the 12 rounds. For me, I'm going for the young guy. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Berlanga, who is a native of Brooklyn. He's a Boricua. So who you think I'm going to choose? I'm going for Berlanga. I'm hoping that, you know, everybody says in a boxing match, everyone has a puncher's chance. Have you ever heard of that? A puncher's chance? That means that you could get hit or rocked with anything at any moment by anyone. Everybody has a puncher's chance. So that boy right there, that guy, that man, Edgar Berlanga, he's been known to knock people out and lay them down. So let's hope that he comes through in this fight and he does the same to Canelo. And, you know, that's who I'm going for. So I'm about to let it go. I'm about to get out of here. This is our weekly wrap-up. But before I do, I want to give a shout-out to Coast TDS. Yes, that's the legendary Coast TDS, who's been writing graffiti for many years, since the 70s. Today, he's got his solo art show. Today and tomorrow, let me be correct, September 13th and September 14th, he has his solo art show at the Blue Gallery, which is at 222 46th Street. 222 46th Street. I wanted to repeat that for you, so this way you got it. And that's in Manhattan, okay? And it's going to be moderated by Dr. Malik A. Small. And you're going to have a performance by the legendary Fearless Four. That's right, pioneers in the rap game, the Fearless Four. So that's happening tonight and tomorrow. Make sure you go check that out. Shouts to Coast TDS. And I'm just going to drop this straight up on the internet like this. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to perfect it. I usually do the lives lately, but this one's a pre-recorded version of the live because I just had a lot of things to cover and I wanted to make sure that I had to hit some points on that. And again, I'm going old school. Old school. Most people sit up here with an iPad, but I'm going old school. Because that's what I am. I'm old school. I said I'm up in age, man. I'm getting there. But, doesn't matter. I'm still here by the grace of God. Shout outs to God. I love God. I give him thanks for everything because there's a lot of people that I grew up with and I came up with that are no longer here. But I'm blessed to be here. So every day I express my gratitude for that blessing that God has given me. So, make sure you go check out Made for Kings TV on YouTube, and also make sure you check out madeforkings.com where you could get our news that is updated daily. And, basically, I'm the person who curates this news, and it's things that I'm interested in, things that I like, that I think you might enjoy, and I think you might appreciate, things that some of these other sites are not highlighting because I like to keep to the essence of hip-hop, the core of it. And, I follow the culture from graffiti, breakdancing, MCing, DJing, and that's what you're going to get on this station, on this site. And I'm going to be the main person curating all of this for now because I am recruiting and I'm looking for people to help. So if you are a blogger or you are an internet personality and you want to be a part of a growing, winning team, holler at me, give me a shout. I do have some other people on my team, but they like to play the background. You know who they are, you know what I mean? And some of them have been on the shows like Decipher, like Legacy and Diz and Pretty Girl and Ace of Spades and Lost, aka Nax, and my boy Zico, who's on the streets as a street team. So we do have some other people on the team, but I'm the main person at this point in time who's doing this portion of the work. So if you are a personality and you want to join this team, and I've been doing this for over 10 years, almost 15 years now. So I'm dedicated and I'm not going to stop, and we're going to keep going till we hit our goals. Come give me a shout and join the Made for Kings team. You could email me. All that information is on the madeforkings.com site. But, I'm going off on a rant and a ramble, which sometimes happen. Let me get back to this before I go. Of course, Made for Kings is always highlighting new music and new talent. And this week, we had a couple of posts on new songs that came out. One of the songs that you can find that's featured on madeforkings.com is Dice Peso and Fat Man Scoop, Let It Go. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop, who we lost just last week, a legend in the game. And so the crazy thing is that he just released a new song. Well, Dice Peso just released a new song that's featuring Fat Man Scoop. So check that out on madeforkings.com. We also have the new song by Fat Joe, Anita, and DJ Khaled. It's called Paradise. We have a song by Nore, N-O-R-E, who's back on the scene with Ching Lato. It's called Part of the Plan. And to wrap that all up, we have the song of the week, which is my song of the week, which is called Murdergram. It's featuring LL Cool J and Eminem. It is bonkers. It's fire. It's off the hook. It's on repeat in my house. Besides that song being on repeat in my house is also The Force, which is the new album that just came out by LL Cool J. Man, this man has been killing the game since the 80s. And if you don't know his prior body of work, make sure you go and you check that, because I know I got some younger heads on here that may not even be familiar with LL Cool J, which is so crazy because I was actually having a conversation with one of these young heads the other day, and he was like, who? And I had to tell him, yo, you really don't know nothing about the culture. So make sure you check out LL Cool J's new album, The Force, if you're a young head. I know all my old heads probably already checked that, because the consensus amongst my friends and my people is that they like it. I only heard a few rumblings of people saying they don't like it. But for me personally, I think it's fire. I got it on repeat. Go check that out. LL Cool J's new album, The Force. And if you want to hear the single with Eminem, Murdergram, go check that out at madeforkings.com. I will be back next week with more lives and more posts and more news and more blogs, because this is something that I'm trying to be consistent with. And I'm not even going to try. I'm going to be more consistent with. So make sure you check back next week. But for now, you could check this video right here. It's featuring Abe, BT, and myself as we paint a wall at the Devil's Den, at the LOC Cruise Devil's Den. I said that as like a tongue twister. Let me start that again. At the LOC Cruise Devil's Den. Check it out right here. Seen in the streets. Peace.